how did we learn the skills of eating in the past? Well, as I've said, my way of categorizing the skills of eating, just to keep track of them, is when, what, where, who, why, how, just the journalism questions. And you could say that we learned the skills of eating in the past by the who, but the who was just the vehicle to teach all of the other skills. So the brain is hardwired when we're around other people to watch their eating behavior and to adopt it for our own. So it would have taken many years, because food takes preparation, it's hard to gather. You would have to learn a lot of skills. So first you have to learn how to eat, then you have to learn how to get food, you learn how to sit at the table, then you learn how to participate in the conversation and the interaction at the table. All these take a lot of time, but they're inherently very rewarding to us, so we're willing to invest that time. So the meal time, whether it's a table or whatever the circumstance was, since we've had, even way before civilization, which kind of came with agriculture societies, we had tribal civilizations and people gathered around fire. It doesn't matter that it's a table, it just matters that it's a designated place where people eat together, either family or community. So what happens is something happens in the brain that we haven't really understood until very recently. So one of the ways you can look at the brain is it processes information and then makes a decision about what's to be done. So it takes in information from the outside world. That's the sensory input. It combines that with what we know from the past, our experiences and knowledge and things like that. And it makes a decision about what to do. And what to do is motor behavior. So then the brain instructs the body how to think, how to move, how to react. Basically some sort of response. And it can also make a response not just in how you move around, but in your glands. So it can make hormones. So what happens with this response is that in the motor part of the brain, they've discovered a new kind of brain cell called a mirror neuron. And this is so interesting, and humans have, some animals have them. Most animals we've looked at don't have them, but some have them. But humans have many, many more of them than other animals. And what happens then is when you see someone moving, your brain actually fires as if you're doing the same thing. So this is how we learn to model other behavior. So without actually doing it, we're practicing doing it. So we can really, really, really quickly adopt behaviors, especially when we're exposed to them over and over again. So this would have been how we always learned in the past. And now we don't really have enough structure, and a lot of times the behavior that we're watching is not competent eating behavior. And of course, mirror neurons also respond to video. So our mirror neurons are firing by the marketers, making us want to feel like we should eat. So when we watch television, when we're surfing the web, our mirror neurons are ding, 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 firing away and teaching us how to eat. And we can't just wipe that away like an eraser on a blackboard at the end of a lesson. Those are carved in, and they take other habits. You have to brain change, mindfulness, movement, and mood. You have to make a new habit and practice multiple repetitions of it to diminish the effect of those mirror neuron behaviors and bring new habits in.